Hello, St. Anne Parish, and welcome to this week's Quick Things video, a special Labor Day edition. We're in the prayer garden, which gives me an opportunity to thank those folks who have been tending our various prayer gardens and landscaped areas throughout the summer, as well as those who water our plants inside, those kinds of things that happen all the time and which most of us just take for granted. So thanks to those folks. Still hearing some comments from people that Quick Things video isn't quick, so we're going to change the format a bit. I will begin with really quick things and then kind of some other comments, observations for folks who don't have time to stay with it. At least you'll get the very quick things. First of all, really quickly, our Mass on the Grass is coming up at 9:30 on Sunday, September 13th. We'll gather on our ball diamond, so you can park in the parking lot, just walk across. We will need to bring our own lawn chairs and blankets. And then remember, we'll honor all our usual customs of wearing masks, of distancing, of registering online, which you can do already. There's a link with this video where you can register for that Mass on September 13th. There will also be Mass at 4 o'clock on Saturday, and that will be live streamed. But as I said last week, why live stream if you can come and join us in person? If you felt unsafe or not sure you wanted to come into church, we'll be outside where it'll be a little safer environment, and we can gather as a larger group to give thanks and praise to God. Second, really quickly, our Share Sunday collections for September will be collected the next 2 weekends at Mass. There's a list with this video of what's being gathered now to contribute to the Salvation Army. You can bring those donations along to Mass, or you can drop them in the gathering space anytime during the week. The building will be open every night until 7. So you can stop by and drop off your Share Sunday. If you're a family with children in Newman Catholic schools or a Forming Young Disciples program, you can also pick up your Fam Faith Fun Boxes, which are in the gathering space as well. Speaking of Forming Young Disciples, registration is underway, so please be attentive to that. This is for children who aren't in Newman Catholic schools, in elementary, middle school, or high school. And then our ongoing need for catechists as well, to consider maybe being called to help in forming those young disciples. And Mass on Sunday, 4 and 9:30. The link for that is included with this email. So those are the really quick things. Now, as we go into Labor Day weekend, we think of it as a national holiday, but it really has some connections to our Catholic Church, and especially to our Catholic social teaching. Pope Leo XIII issued an encyclical in 1891 called Rerum Novarum. That comes from the Latin of the first few words of the encyclical, but we have given it the English title, On the Condition of Labor. And what Pope Leo addressed in Rerum Novarum, as we're coming to the end of the Industrial Revolution, moving into the 20th century, was the importance of the human person, the dignity that is imbued in that person because they are created in the image of God, a need for dignity in our labor, that people are given safe conditions in which to work, that they are given an appropriate wage for their contribution, and that there's a dignity in our labor. And that part of that would then be the safety and the compensation that goes with that. And so our country I don't know if we were inspired by Pope Leo XIII or not, but Labor Day became a national holiday in 1894, just a couple of years after Rerum Novarum. And then Rerum Novarum became kind of the starting point for a whole legacy, a treasure of Catholic social teaching that has continued throughout the 20th century and now into the 21st century. Pope John the 23rd's Pacem in Terris, Peace on Earth. The Church in the Modern World, and one of the significant constitutions of the Second Vatican Council. Pope John Paul II's Gospel of Life. The U.S. bishops document economic justice for all. And Pope Francis's Laudato Si would all be in the spirit of Catholic social teaching, which was initiated by this document on labor from Pope Leo XIII in 1891. There's a video with this email from Catholic Relief Services. It features Brother Mickey McGrath, who's an artist, and some wonderful images that he's created, and commentary by Bishop Bob Barron regarding the dignity of the human person, which is really rooted central to that first encyclical of Catholic social teaching and the whole tradition of Catholic social teaching as well. And I think it's important for us to maybe we'll talk about this some more in upcoming weeks, because this is kind of the foundation of our faithful citizenship approach to preparing for elections, and how we kind of discern positions and things, and how we determine how to vote. And I think it's important for us to be reminded of that, especially as we move towards November and casting our vote, and how we do that faithfully as Christians and as citizens. Okay. I want to conclude with a prayer, also from Catholic Relief Services, regarding work and the work we do, not only so much in our paid labor, but in our other opportunities of life. Lord of all peoples, as unworthy as we were, you called us to your side, into the vineyard to do the work of the gospel. Some came early, and others came late. Some sang a song of joy, while others grumbled. Some brought new ideas, and others brought the wisdom of years. Sometimes your work was done, but too often we have failed you. And yet, you have the grace to call again. Teach us to work side by side, appreciating the gifts each brings, forgiving quickly, seeing your face in all faces, your spirit in all spirits, your wounds in all wounds, your work in all works. Then will the world delight in the wonders of your church. Then will the world marvel at the glory of God. Amen. Have a good weekend, everyone.